I was walking out here to check on this drain. So it was pouring rain last night, pretty hard, and that ditch, it tries to overflow. It's not very deep in certain areas, and it's coming down through there like that. Makes it hard to get out through there with the four-wheeler because it's two-wheel drive. And I was dumping some wood over there on that little flat area over there, and this part's been giving me problems trying to get up out of this. And then there's a little spot right there in that turn right there, and it's got a little kind of like a ditch that was cut out from the rain. And I did have some old cinder block in there, but it was like busted up for traction. It also let the water flow kind of through it, kind of like how gravel drains water. And so I had cinder block in it busted up. And but when you come up out of there, it's kind of like a diagonal ditch, which makes it kind of hard because when you go across it, like one of the, let me think, I think it's because it's high on the right side. I think the left front wheel tries to come up a little bit off the ground, and once you get past that, but it's a little bit muddy, and it's an incline right there, so it's kind of a hard place. So that's two places right there. And then over there in the corners, it's like the corner of the property over there, it's got a ditch or a little creek ditch. It's kind of like let me see if I can come over here. It's dug out more like this is right here, like really dug out over probably decades, maybe a century or something. Who knows how long that's been cutting out like that. But anyway, over there, it's like it comes down, and then it's got like a level area, and then it goes from there on down, and it got really wet. That was like the worst place. And then that place right there started giving me problems. And then this one, when it started overflowing that ditch, it started giving me problems. So I got, what the hell? That was stuck around my foot somehow. Piece of metal wire. Oh. I'll come up here. So this is where I was clearing, and I got two trees on the lower side here. That locust, and then I think that's a maple, and that's the two there. I got that tree there, and then the forked one, or forked, that's going to be a little bit of an issue because it's higher than I can get with the ladder, and I don't want to be on the chainsaw with the ladder. And because you would think by looking at that the left side, since it's taller, that if I was to notch it on the upper side, that might be enough weight, since it's pretty vertical. And I think it would pull it uphill since there's more weight on that side. But if I'm wrong, if I notch it and I go on the or the bottom side and I start with that cut, it's possible that it could rock backwards and then it'd pinch the damn saw and then I'd be screwed. So, and I don't want to. I have a 6 foot ladder. I have a higher ladder than that, but it would be too high for it. 6 foot ladder. I put it up against it the other day, and it was still too high. And then I got to thinking, well, what if I notch it, start to cut it? If it'd start falling, then it would happen to try to kick or something and kick my ladder. And here I got a saw in my hands, and it's running. And so I'm going to try to come up with some kind of a pole saw deal and just like safely cut it from the ground a little bit off to the side and then cut those two pieces down. That's those two trees. And then I got, I don't know if I can get, let's see, right there, that tree. That's not going to be too much of an issue. Most of that's skinny, so it should be easy to cut up and load up. This one here is a thicker one. That's going to be a lot of work. I'm not sure if I have to get this one. I might. And then it's hard to tell with all the trees behind it, but there's a skinny one right here and then one right here, and those two. Then there's this thicker one, and it's got a weird bend to it. I believe if I notch that on the bottom side and cut on the back, that would probably just fall forward down here. And then that tree right there. And I think that's as far as I'm going with that, because I'm kind of stopping right here at this tree line. And I believe that's like right up through here. I think that's all the trees that I'll have to cut down. So, my arm. But I cut down a lot of these. That thicker stump right there was like, that tree broke a few years back. It snapped like maybe 16, 17 feet above the ground. It snapped, and that trunk was just like staying in there forever. It's pretty rotted. But I cut a lot of these. I think a couple might have been already cut where I cut them years ago. And then these ones, let's see, there's one, two, three. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think I've already cut about 15. 16, 17 down there, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then those 4, oh shit, what was I on? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 was the big sycamore. So I cut almost 30 damn trees already. This spot's getting muddy too, but it's easier to get out of so far. But anyway, that's the update, I guess. Later. Actually, I think I need to cut that little one. There's a couple. I need to cut that big tree right there down. And reason in this little tree right here, before it gets too big, and this hickory, it's already tall, but I think I need to get rid of it. And maybe that skinny one right there. What I did was, it's kind of probably going to be kind of hard to see with all that leaves and shit on the ground behind it. These are little apple trees. Well, they're not little. I guess they're going to be full-size apple trees, but there's one right here, and I got to get, I think it's like a 15-foot diameter or radius. So this one here is going to have to probably go. I had to plant them far enough away from the power line over there. But I did one right there. I'm going to have to probably transplant this little cedar. And then this one right here, it's kind of hard to see because the grass, I need to trim around that. And then I need to get that out of there eventually. And that's got shit growing up in it too. That's another one, apple tree. So hopefully I'll have 3 apple trees. I'll be fucking old and gray by the time I get apples. But I cut the grass a little bit yesterday. Now you can imagine how nice that looks like that. You can go out there and have that graded and have grass like this all the way out through there. That'd be freaking beautiful. Fucking cut the video. Anyway, so you can kind of get an idea what it'd look like out there if it was flat, going out through there. With grass, short grass on it. And cut down that hill a little bit, and then level it out through there. Come down a little bit gradually on the right side. But anyway, later.